Okay, this is why you should never, ever, ever invest into companies that are not regulated. If they're not regulated company, they don't they are not managed by the government and they can do whatever the hell they want. For example, you see this company, I think they're going to go bust very soon. So their loan originators are not performing. Do you see how many people are selling right now? Right? Look, this guy's 40,000, 16,000. And look, they just released a notice saying, oh, due to COVID-19, you are no longer going to be covered by buyback guarantees, right? Now, when you originally started with this company, they said, oh, you don't have to worry about anything. We have a buyback guarantee. So, right, investing with us is safe. That's what those companies were kind of leaning on. They were saying buyback guarantee will cover you. You don't have to worry about anything. There is no risk, blah, 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 right? And look, they just imagine you are, right, you are you borrowed money from a bank and it's not regulated and they set interest rate at 3%, right? And then all of a sudden, like you sign the agreement for, I don't know, 30 years, you get a mortgage and they say, oh, it's COVID-19, we're going to raise the mortgage to 8%. So tripling your mortgage, right? 9%, whatever, right? Right? And there's not much you can do. Do you know what I mean? There's not much you can do. Now, with companies like this, borrowing money from them is good because on the flip side, right, you can just say, oh, I'm not just not going to pay that. Do you know what I mean? Because if they're not regulated, it's unlikely that they are going to be covering you in the credit bureaus, which means that your credit rating is not going to be touched, right? But lending them money is not good. Is not good because they can do whatever the hell you want. They're kind of like a big borrower, right? Imagine you just like on a Craigslist and you just post saying, I'll give you 10,000 euro at 15%, and these are the repayments, right? Although this is a company, but the transaction is exactly the same. If the guy on a Craigslist decides not to pay you, there is not much you can do. Do you know what I mean? Of course, you can chase him around, but what's going to happen? He's going to declare bankruptcy and he's going to say, oh, oops, we don't have any money, right? This is what happened to this company, Envestio, right? Envestio scam, right? And at the moment, this company is getting sued right now, right? They've been saying for like 1.5 years now, all saying, "Oh my God, we're gonna pay the money back," blah blah blah. But at the end of the day, you have to look at the reality of the situation, right? I mean, this guy is 40K, it's gone. Like, there's nothing he can do. And there's buyback guarantee. It says everything is good, you're covered. No longer sell loans secured by buyback guarantees to investors. You see? Now I've put in here very small amounts of money. That's actually my one. 67 euro, right? I kind of knew this thing was a scam, so in my diversification portfolio, I still kind of made money. Honestly, I have to say, if you combine the profits I made relative to losses in peer-to-peer, you will end up with the interest rate roughly the size of a savings account, right? It will be something like between 3 to 4%. Now, the benefit, of course, well, it's like 3 to 4%. I mean, the benefit, of course, is liquidity, I think, because you can just liquidate your, not always, but I mean, in most cases, like companies like Mintos. Whereas in savings account, if your interest rate is 3%, it's very hard to withdraw because they have like policy where you have to hold money for like a year or 9 months. So like there is like 90 day notice before you can withdraw. Whereas in here, you can just very quickly liquidate, in most cases. But I mean, the question is, what I'm saying? Like these people, 40K, 16K, I mean, what are they going to do? They have absolutely nowhere to go. And dude, that's a lot of money in here. It's a lot of money. You see? Let's see how many pages. Well, 5 pages, okay. Cumulatively, that's probably like a million in here. You see, like people are trying to probably. Nah, it's unlikely to be a million. I'd say maybe something like 300, 200,000 maybe. But that's only secondary market. Imagine how many are in portfolio actually. Anyway, bottom line, when somebody calls you for investment and they say, hey, do business with it, blah, 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 you say our interest rate is 40%. There is no risk because assets are secured by real estate and we are making sure that they have double the assets per one debt, right? That means that for 1 year they are in debt, they have double the assets. That's normal what they do. They tell you all this mumbo jumbo. The thing you say is, are you regulated? If they say no, you say adios, all right? Because if they're not regulated, like I said before, it's as if you're making transaction with a guy on a Craigslist because he can just do whatever the hell he wants once he has your money. Okay, take care.